It's all gone wrong in the league. We haven't won a match since our game against EK in the Scottish Cup. Can we turn it around against Annan and Airdrie? Let's find out. So Annan are actually third place at the moment and we're really lost and we really haven't kept up the pace. We are currently sitting down in mid-table with 17 points. We're only 2 points off that playoff spot, but it's very tight around here. So we've got Elgin, Stenhousemoor and Stranraer all really close to us. Cowdenbeath and Forfar so far sitting down at the bottom quite comfortably. We've made a few changes to the sides. We've just kind of alternated the midfields. We've got Wilson in the attack midfield role, Roberts on the wing, McKernan comes into that central midfield support role, and Riley plays defensively. Smith returns to that wing back position. And apparently our centre backs can't actually play together. So let's see how we get on. If we don't get beaten by 5-0, I think that's a good result. So if you're looking forward to this episode, please get a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the game. Annan are actually playing 4-3-3. We don't have a defensive midfielder really capable of fulfilling that role, so I'm a little bit reluctant to go to the 4-3-3, which has worked for me in the past. And we just concede a goal within 3 minutes. This one does not look good either. It's a very simple ball over the top there, but it's offside. We got a little bit lucky. Smith moved a little bit too quickly. From a free kick, Wilson fires it into the back post and Wilson puts it over the bar. A 0-0 result would be good for us here. Garrity puts it in from the corner. It's cleared off the line by Linus. We actually changed our set piece defence recently so that Linus was on the back post as well as I think our midfielder left. We tried to make sure that all our best headers of the ball were marking zonally. We did go into that a little bit in the previous episode, not that it made a difference really in those games. The other change that we made for this one was just having our wingers, I believe we've got one winger at least on a support role, to try and be a little bit more defensively assured. We've looked a little bit leaky at the back. 7 goals, 5 goals is really ridiculous for me, totally unacceptable. Goss gets in here, he fires that, he really got some pace onto that ball, but it hits the bar. Again we get lucky. Smith here with a throw in, over to Wilson, tries to get to Donnelly, but it's cleared. And our defence have a mix up, and Goss gets in from the mix up. We were warned that our defence can't really work together. I'm not quite sure which 2 players it was that made the mistake. We've got Elzabedi, he starts battling here with Linus. Goss gets in, makes no mistake from that. We've only got ourselves to blame. We go 1-0 down. I think after that, I'm going to give Fagan a chance to play in that wing-back role. He's more of a defensive-minded wing-back. We'll see if he can do the job in there. I think it's wise that we bring off Linus, who's on a yellow card, before he gets sent off. Again, we're making Annan look like Barcelona here. Another shot from well outside the box goes wide. We've only had 1 attempt in this game. Very, very poor. So we'll send them out, telling them they need to take a few more shots. See if that works in our favour. We do have a free kick. Actually, Annan's got the free kick. And from quite some way out, he puts it just wide of that left-hand post. Stenhousemoor getting beaten by Kelty Hearts again. Kelty Hearts winning 4-1 there at the moment. Edinburgh City, who are around us, also being beaten. Stranraer as well being beaten. So if we all lose this game, it doesn't really change the mid-table. We have a lot of tired legs. Trying to bring on some players who really feel they haven't been getting enough game time to see if they can improve the situation. But it's Annan who are all over us still. Garrity with another free kick. This time he doesn't make a mistake. He's had plenty of practice in this game. I think he's had about 3 or 4. They go 2-0 up. And we're looking a very average mid-table side. Considering we're 151 to be in relegation zone, I think we're in relegation form at this very point in time. But currently sit mid-table. So mid-table doesn't change. Kelty Hearts and Stirling are really running away with it. We're starting to move into the bottom of the league position, so we have a -9 goal difference. Beaten by Stenhousemoor, Stranraer and Forfar at the moment, plus Cowdenbeath, so everyone below us has leaked a bit more goals. But we want to be pushing up here. We're still only 3 points off this zone. I get a feeling we're going to have to make a lot of changes if we can mid-season. We've already had problems with Fernando Moniz, who's been moaning about not getting game time, so we're just going to let him go. Not to these teams because they want us to pay for his wage. He only gets paid £40 a week. We're not paying £35, so all of these can be rejected. The other issue that we've got is that there's a takeover happening at the club. The chairman doesn't want to be here. He's been trying the whole time to sell this club. And if we look at the club vision, you can see the expectations are that we finish in the relegation playoff, reach a third round minimum, and be competitive in the Sports Cup. We were competitive after this season. The chairman just wants to leave. The owner just wants to leave. He doesn't care. All he wants to do is sell this club. That could cause a problem because if we don't raise performances, the new person that comes in may just want to sack us and bring in a fresh manager who can bring on some fresh, instill a bit of confidence back into this squad. We can see morale's really being hit, so we're going to have to make a few changes and start to bring in the people whose morale hasn't been quite as affected by the performances of late. And our game against the Scottish Cup, and our game in the Scottish Cup third round is against Airdrie. They were actually in the Championship. We'll check that soon, but they used to be in the Scottish Championship. The team meeting worked quite well there to raise some morale. So yeah, Airdrie were in the Championship back in 2012-2013 season. They got relegated, have flirted with relegation in League One a couple of times, and are currently flirting with relegation, being a 10th spot in League One. Only 9 points. It could make for a really drab game. One that hopefully we can just nick the win from. Maybe we're doing slightly better by being mid-table. So we head into this game. We are still underdogs. They are the league above. We'll see how much of a difference that is going to make. We start off quite brightly. Mackenzie, our 15-year-old, gets in there and confidently just puts it over the goalkeeper. Nice little chip. We go 1-0 up. Airdrie's miserable form continues. Gives us a little bit of luck. Here we come forward again. Stott comes down this right hand side. Gets the ball back to Linus. Plays it to Wilson. To Leslie. Leslie shoots from some distance out. It goes way over the bar. Airdrie, simple ball over the top of our midfield there. Gets it through to Gallagher. Redfern all the way into our box, and a great save there by Benny. Easton with the corner. In towards Gallagher. He puts it wide. Defence did just enough to make him miss the header. Mackenzie to Leslie. To Wilson. Wilson through to Stott, but it's a simple header for Fordyce back to the goalkeeper. Plays it long over our defence, but we do enough. Linus now, over to Donnelly. He's not really going to pick up those kind of balls. We have to play it into his feet. Easton from the corner. It's cleared off the line by Leslie. Having those players on the line has really helped us twice now in the last 2 games. Mackenzie gives it away there. But Airdrie can't make anything of it. They have had more chances than us, but they've failed to make them pay. Everyone seems fairly fit, like they can last a little bit longer. Stott is the one who's still not really playing to his full potential, but we'll send him back out anyway. If he gets any worse, we'll make him our first sub. Gets the ball into Stott here from that left hand side. Back to Riley though. Wilson back into Stott. Stott has a chance. And it's a good thing we didn't take him off, as he manages to place it into the left hand corner. The goalkeeper could do nothing about it. Nice little bit of play from us, which makes a change lately. And he was just onside, perfectly timed run there for Stott. He may not always play well at the moment, but there is a chance of him doing something just like that. Airdrie going to try and come at us now with Easton. All the way back to Fordyce though, and they try to play simple ball over defence. It works. However, they couldn't manage to do anything with it. I'm going to try and have my defenders mark a little bit tighter in the hope that we can control those runs a little bit more. It's a free kick to Airdrie. Easton gets it in to McGill, and it's a powerful header, but it's been checked off for offside again. They've moved a little bit too early. They were almost played onside by Linus again. His positions really doesn't seem to be the best. We need to make a sub now. Mackenzie, our 15-year-old, does tire quite quickly. We'll bring him off. We'll bring on Dolan again. And we'll give Zabedi a bit of a rest as well, and hope that we can see through these last 20 minutes without him. Stott again down this right hand side. To Riley, Linus. Wilson, into Donnelly again. Leslie this time with a shot from outside the box. It's a good effort, but the goalkeeper makes a good save. Donnelly is also very tired up there. We're going to bring on our last change, which will be Roberts on. Airdrie here with the throw in on this right hand side to get the ball in. Linus allows the defender to get above him, but again the header goes wide. We only have 1 minute now to victory. We do secure the victory, and we proceed to the next round of the Scottish Cup. For winning that match we get a mighty £6,000. Quite high attendance, that 995 for that away game. In our previous cup match we had an attendance of 426. Not really affected our income too much. The good thing about Scottish leagues is that although we're not doing well, the league does seem to come round quite quickly, so we are 4 games away from the mid-season point where we can make a few more transfers, hopefully offload some of those players who are not performing, that we struggled to offload at the beginning of the season, and bring in a few fresh faces that can hopefully make a difference. So we'll continue with our scouting efforts, try to get these players in who are going to make a difference, and leave this video here. Hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.